Hey, howdy. Can I grab the screen and can I get some video, please? Dun, 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 dun. All right, video. Oh, here I am. I'm in the dark. Let's get me out the dark, shall we? Let's get some light. Let there be light. How does that look now? I feel like I could jump off the back balcony. All right, let's get started here. Will this be recorded in the member site? I think this is recorded on YouTube. We'll start training at 9:30. Hello, baby. So, well, I'll talk about all that here in a little bit. But if you guys noticed, we got the update. So check for the updated version. See how we put trade time and bullish bearish on it. So all that is complete. Uh-oh, the door's closing. Or not. That was good. Quick update, huh? Look at that. But let's get rolling with today. So what do y'all think about the NASDAQ no longer being in a bear market? We are officially in a bull market again. Does it feel like a bull market on the cues? Does it honestly feel like a bull market? Eh? No. Too scary? No. Greg says no. I feel like it. Most of the chat says no. Hated bull, according to one of my accounts. Actually, I'm gonna check one of my accounts. Check my retirement account now that you mentioned it, right? It feels like a lot of the tech names. So, like, for example, like I'm gonna go scale out to, like, let's say a 10-year chart. Okay. So, like, here's Google on a 10-year chart. Google's about $50 off the highs, right? And obviously we've had the splits in it. Pull up Amazon. If you were to tell me we're in a bull market and Amazon would be, nearly cut in half from all-time highs, I couldn't say we are. The big tech names, Amazon, Google, which, you guys remember a few years ago, you would see these, the Apple, the Netflix, the Amazon, the Google, the 5 stocks that make up 90% of the market rally. We're not really seeing that. Now, when you do pull up names like Netflix, I mean, yeah, like this year looks great, right? But even if you pull up names like Netflix and stuff, like Netflix is down 50% still, right? To me, or if you pull up names like Disney's down $100 off the highs. Yes, names like Microsoft have came back. I understand that, but you're still obviously off the highs. Names like Apple, doing well, holding up. But if you were to tell me, like, even Tesla down half, it doesn't feel like everything's perfect again, right? But could that be something we see in the near future? So how everyone, and I'm right in the bias of, we kind of all hate this. It doesn't feel like a bull market. But what happens if the NASDAQ goes up? Yeah, Tesla did split, but the split is adjusted on the charts, to be fair. But I have to ask, let's say the NASDAQ or Tesla or Netflix or Amazon or Google goes up 20% from here. then it will feel like a bull market, right? Everyone will be happy. Obviously, all the retirement accounts will be good. And then it will be, a little too late, right? So I don't think, and long term, I'll tell you what you guys I did in my long term account, my like big retirement account. I bought some Google yesterday, and I bought some Google just because I think Google a year from now is going to be higher than $100. And I bought some of the airliners, specifically American Airlines. And again, American Airlines, you pull up, this stock was $50, $14. Not saying the stock can't go back down to like, let's say $12, but I think you see $20 before you see $10. So I did buy some longer term, I guess you would call it, stocks. Well, this week actually. So that's different for me. I usually don't put money in the market long term unless I plan to hold it, but also if I'm decently bullish. So actually got a little invested in the market here in Google and AAL. I actually bought some Wayfair too, which is obviously a real beat down stock, and then Restoration Hardware after their pretty bad earnings. Again, another beat down stock. But Lulu, very nice. The luxury retail names after earnings. Didn't buy any Lulu though, but I did look at it. So if we do pull up the QQQ, so this is the QQQ Invesco. If you do look at the top holdings, this is pretty wild, right? Microsoft, which has been very, very strong. So Microsoft, 12.5%. Why has Microsoft been higher lately? What's the hottest craze right now? Starts with the A, ends with a I. AI, right. AI, chat GBT, all that. So if you do, if you do really look what's under the hood of the NASDAQ, you say, oh, the NASDAQ's up 1%, oh, the NASDAQ's in a bull market. Well, you're mostly holding Microsoft, Apple, which we just went over. Apple's been holding up very well, which I don't really know how. I mean, Apple has, I guess, Series AI, but Apple's had no new products. I mean, I think everyone has a cell phone already. That's probably another story for another conversation. Amazon, which has been beat down. Obviously, a lot of Google. So about 6% in Google because it's divided into A and C. NVIDIA has been super strong, right? Look at the move in NVIDIA. The stock has doubled nearly this year. And then Tesla, which actually is holding up pretty well, despite this whole current market. One thing I would have never thought is PepsiCo is a top 10 holding in the QQQ. And then obviously Facebook. Facebook has been on a tear. So if you really look under the hood and say, all right, what are the Qs doing? How are the Qs in a bull market? Facebook doubled off the lows. Microsoft, super strong. Tesla, very strong, doubled off the lows. A lot of these names have doubled off the lows, right? So I was thinking about that actually, because the big headlines yesterday was NASDAQ enters a bull market. And also too, the China stocks, have came back too. The China ADRs, they don't give a damn about the banks, right? So one thing I am looking for is the energy and financials, maybe a possible bounce back, which makes up the Russell 2000, which has been beat down very, very much. And then select energy names. I've been buying some Oxy lately. We see some Shell, April 5.5 calls, 58.5 calls, pardon me. So some of the energy names I'm actually pretty bullish on. And a little bit of the financials. And I know that sounds crazy. I bought some Schwab, might add to it. But I do think you start seeing some of the select financials. Let me be clear on that. And some of the energy names make a bounce here. Solar already moved. Like First Solar, Ted mentioned solar. It already moved so much. Enphase, that one's been beat down, but it's too illiquid to trade, in my opinion. But some of the solar stocks, SunPower, wow, some look horrible. Array looks okay. But really, the solar names, like First Solar, is really the only one I pay attention to. It's already up so much. I think it's a little too late. Yeah. Schwab got downgraded yesterday. Usually when a stock gets downgraded, they'll use that as a buying opportunity. So look for that. It's usually short-term news out there. Yeah, a lot of the AI stocks have done well as well. And obviously the semiconductors, right? Like Micron came out with the worst quarter ever, and the stock was up 6% on earnings. Intel, I actually like Intel long-term. I don't say long-term, but I bought calls yesterday. I'll probably buy some more today. But Intel's made a big move. Obviously, AMD. These are big moves, stocks up 50% off the lows. And then if you tie them all back with Apple, maybe that's why Apple's been so strong too, right? Because the semiconductors. Yeah, the Schwab TD Ameritrade, those big broker platforms, they're going to be fine, right? It's really those shitty banks, which has pretty much been sniffed out already, like the FRCs and stuff like that. Like your Regions Financials, your key banks, I think they'll all come back. Maybe not like a snapback, like a tech stock would, but they'll all come back. All right. So in about 20 minutes, Intel, I'm looking basically for it short-term to break 32.5 to the upside. And then those calls will start moving. But I probably even a move to like 33 would be a nice move, even like that. How is the Bank of America, by the way? Still stuck? I still don't. The big XLF banks look like crap still. But in about 20 minutes, we'll be going over the scanner. I see a lot of questions in it. So if you have the scanner, if you purchased yesterday, you'll get the link. It's in your members area for 9:30. We'll be trading live. If you don't, and we just updated it, by the way, if you don't have it, here's one last opportunity to get it. And it just got updated. So go to your members area and get the updated version. It's ready. Just click on the link. So real quick disclaimer, because not every system is perfect. You can't handle losing trade. Don't spend more money you can afford to lose. All that stuff. Please take a second to read it. They make me say this, or they put me in the trash can. So before we wrap up today's quick session, thanks for showing up. And again, if you got the scanner yesterday, you'll have the link at 9:30 a.m. in your members area. If you don't, you have about 10 minutes to get it. So I spent the last 16 months trying to get the scanner up and running, as you guys have seen. And it's taken a very long time. In fact, it's taking way more time than I ever thought to get it right. It's already upgraded, Elizabeth. So yours should have time and sales and bullish and bearish on it. If not, just refresh your browser and you will. Mainly because we had to filter out option data, all my personal settings. To give you an example, I spend $325 a month just for the data, raw, unfiltered. So then I had to filter it out into a website where you guys can see it. So what does that mean? We had to show only the opportunities I'd be willing to trade. Basically, the criteria, the filters, are brand new trades bought on the market or above the market, $100,000 or more, and not tied to stock or part of any spreads, and not being sold. So straight option buys. In other words, we had to filter out everything not worth our time. you got to figure there's millions of options that trade in a stock like Tesla or Nvidia each day. We got to filter out all these orders into specific brand new trades. So you might see some of the shadow sweep alerts or blitz alerts back in the day. This is March 16th. We did Mattel calls. That's what it looked like. Mattel, April 16. Trader bought $142,000. Those options went up 41% in a day. Those calls are now up over 100% from where that big trader bought them. We did Caesars, actually closed them out yesterday too, about 200,000 in Caesar calls, made 11% in 4 days, and then made some more money yesterday. And then GTLB, I actually had a couple people message me on this one. It's like GitLab ticker symbol. We saw 400,000 of calls being bought, and the stock was basically doing nothing. And then the stock rallied 22% in an hour. So obviously that was a big trade, probably an outlier. That trade went from 280 to $9. So that trader who dropped 400,000 bucks, made a pretty penny, right? They made around $1.2 million on that trade. It's a 221% gain. Here's what the scanner looks like, as you guys saw. Hello, Patty. Good to see you. And I'm thinking of a name for the scanner too. So we did another trade, Wayfair. These went from $1.19 to $1.92 in an hour. That also came from the scanner. So we spent the last year and a half applying my settings, and it's been a lot of hard work. We have 19 people working on it, which I'm very thankful for. But we had to be sure we're filtering out everything correctly and stuff I don't want to trade. That was not easy, and we're still working on that to perfect it, actually. So we haven't released the scanner. We released it to, I think, how many people? Like 300 yesterday. And we have about 160,000 readers that subscribe to my emails and stuff like that, which is insane. And that will probably be released in 45 to 60 days. But we have early access. If you want to be one of the, I don't know, maybe 200-300 people that have it, here's a special link for it before the masses get a hold of it. Dennis says, what's the difference between the indicator and the scanner? The scanner is looking basically at brand new option orders. No technical analysis, no moving averages. Use the indicator for your charts, and the scanner will give you the exact option to trade. So here's how it works. Today, in about 15 minutes, I'm going to train you how to use the scanner. I'll teach you every week. We're going to do a live trading session, how to interpret the signals, and we'll do them together. You can ask questions. I already know today's probably going to be an hour or two. I already know it's going to be that long today, because that's how I learned to read it, by watching the scanner 8 hours each day. So I did that every day, 8 hours watching the scanner. So today, I'm going to give you access to the scanner and also coach you how to use it too. All I ask is you provide feedback on your experience. If you take some trades and want to tell me, great. If you want to make it better, suggestions. We've even had IT engineers in the chat already giving feedback. And to be honest, yes, I wish I could have made this sooner. I've spent lots of money and lots of man hours working on it. And we had incredible plays on the banking stocks. Some of the banks like FRC, we saw some big puts. Stock was 40 bucks at the time. Then it dipped to 30 bucks. And now it's what, 15 bucks? Those puts went from 259 to about 10 bucks. Obviously a very nice gain. Not every trade will be a winner, obviously, but you'll get about 20 to 30 trades each day with the scanner. So very, very active. So if you're interested, I'll share the sign up link in just a minute. Now, of course, I can't give you the scanner and teach you how to use it for free. It is my life's work. It is how I trade. It's something I developed and have been using for over 7 years now, which I'm just very grateful that I finally have it out available. If you do sign up and get early access, you will be greatly rewarded. Basically, you'll get $1,000 off and 2 extra months, to be transparent. So I'm going to train you how to use it at 9:30 a.m. live with me. and give you 60 days for free. And when we finally release it to the public, it will probably be $250 a month. That's what my team tells me. I pay $325 a month personally. So you get it cheaper than I do, or $2,000 for the year. But as an early member, you'll bypass that. You'll get 60 days access, $1,000 in savings today. And it will probably be right around $2,000 when we do release it in about 60 days or so. So today it's just $997. That's it. And you get it for 14 months and the live training every week. We're doing it. And we've seen some pretty great tickers. And today is the day to do it because we are trading live in 10 minutes. So I do apologize if I have to cut this off soon. I got to get to the people who obviously have it. And we will find, like I said, 20 to about 30 trades hit each day. Last week was on fire. Some of the semiconductors, AMD, Amazon, we saw some nice calls in that one. And then Mac, which is a real estate company, we saw some puts in that one. So we do calls and puts. No spreads, nothing like that. It filters all that stuff out. And our scanner flags all these orders. It flagged square puts before the short report by Hindenburg Research. We saw one order at 2:30 p.m. for $146,000 in put premium. Then we saw another order in the weekly puts for $123,000. So we saw two big orders. Those puts that probably Hindenburg Research bought went from $2 to about $18 overnight. Could have bought a contract for $204, sold it for $18.85. So if you like early access to the scanner and join me in about 9 minutes, go to wealthpress.com/LIS. That's LIS at the end. If you want to talk to someone, you could call 877-212-2646. And don't worry, there's no install. To show you guys how easy it is to use, you simply go on the website and just click. And there you go. That's it. And you have it, and it auto updates. Have it on your screen, or what I like to do is make it small like that and have it right next to my charts right here for trading. So very, very simple to use. And it's literally auto updating for you out there. So check it out if you can, and join me at 9:30. When you do purchase, the link will be right there on the page. It is amazing. Nate says it's sick. It's maybe not sick, maybe well. Very good, we'll call it. So the link will be right there on the page. There's no code. It's web-based. So there's no install. There's no code. You just simply click on it, and then it pops up. Just like you were to go on Google or yahoo.com or like a website, it's there. It's a website you get access to. So join me at 9:30. It's wealthpress.com/LIS and save $1,000. Literally save $1,000 and get an extra 60 days for free. That's it. And that's how easy it is to use. Again, when you purchase right there on the sign up link, that's it. Boom. And it goes back over, I think, 10 days. So if you want to search for, let's say you want to search for BABA calls, it will show you every BABA call option that hit. So like yesterday, BABA, April 14th, 110 calls, May 135 calls, April 6, 105 calls. Right?
And Lance, I hate to cut
BABA,
you off here.
April 6, 102 calls, March 31st, 100 calls, April 6, 100 calls. So you can even search your favorite ticker symbol to see, hey, is this seeing bullish or bearish activity? What strike? What option do I trade? How much is this big trader putting in? The bigger, the better. If I see like $1 million order, way more confident. Any discounts for existing master indicator members? I'm not sure. I don't handle the money, but what I would do is call in, and someone could post the phone number and see if they can work out something for you.
Lance,
it is, I will say, it is $1,000 off than what the team will have it up on the website in the future. So you'll probably see me, you'll probably see it on YouTube and on the ads online in about 60 days. And it will be $250 a month or $2,000 a year. So you get it right now for, what does that come out to monthly? Like less than $100 a month, $80 a month or something like that, just about. So a real special deal. And again, I want to be clear. We're still in the beta version of it. And we already got our first update actually last night to where we have trade time and we have bearish or bullish. So we already added that feature, and then more features will be added. And if you have any feedback too, and we'll get into that in about 5 minutes in the live trading session, we're going to work on making this as easy to read and as easy to read, but also as usable and as customizable as y'all want. So I already love it the way it is. I mean, actually, all my settings are the way I want them. But if you guys have any more, like I was thinking maybe if the stock has earnings, we could put like earnings in 30 days or something like that. But very cool feature. How do you search? Ben, just hit Control F and then type in a ticker symbol. It's just Control F, and then you could type in like Tesla. Yes, very simple. But we'll even make that. Maybe we can add like a box where you can search on it. Actually, I have a whole lots of ideas, and I know you guys and girls who purchased it too do. Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
You got your volume up?
Whoever wrote that in the chat.
You got your volume up now?
The trainings will be recorded, and we have trainings. We're going to have them at least once a week. But I got to run, guys, because I have to go to the training right now. So check it out. It will be in your members area. Let me actually go to it. Oh, and they just calling me now. Hello. Oh, sorry about that. Graham, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I guess I have my audio off on my computer.
About that. Yeah, no, you're good. I just kept running into you. I was just gonna say the scanner right now, there's not much action on it, but here in just 4 minutes from now, there's gonna be probably a lot of orders flying through. And guys, not only is Lance going to teach you how to read it, but I'm assuming, Lance, you're probably gonna spot some live trades in that training session this morning too.
Well, yeah, the busiest time is the opening bell. So I got to run, Graham, and get to it. Can someone give me the link here? So everyone, join me now. If you purchase it, it's right on your sign up link. If you already have it, thank you. And I think you'll probably be getting an email and stuff, or it's in the members area too. Where's the members area? Let me pull it up here. And the link to join the live training is right now. Thank you, Ted. And I'll see everyone. Graham, are you going to stay on or?
Yep, I'm staying on. You got to run. I get it. We got live trading and live training to do today. So really excited. I'm going to jump in there once we wrap up over here, Lance. So keep it alive over there. Guys, I've just put up the slide deck on my end. So Lance, you should be good to go. I'm going to post that link in the chat one more time. Guys, if you already have the scanner, go ahead, go to the members portal, get logged into the room. Live trading starts in, let me check, in about a minute and a half.
The link for the live trading for the members?
Yeah, Chris, can you post to Scotty? Scotty, I guess we
can't post it here.
We can't post it here. Because it would be unfair
to no people installment. It's just you just go on the website. All right, everyone, I'll see you in the live trading.
All right, Lance is out. You guys can ask me some questions. No, there's no installment. It is all in the members portal. So it's hosted. I'll go ahead and pull it up now. Option scanner under Lance. Let me make this a little bit bigger. So here is the scanner. I'm going to pull it up now because there's no trades going through because the markets aren't open yet. So it's all hosted here on the website. You can see each and every order one by one as they come in. You don't need to be refreshing the page. This auto refreshes. The tech team set it up so it auto refreshes every 20 seconds. So you leave this up during the day while you're trading from 9:30 to 4 p.m. and it's bringing in all of the orders of $100,000 or more. So this is the real deal, guys. This is what Lance uses. If you've been following him for the last 6 months to a year, he's been using this internally for his own trades. So if you like his trades, here is the access to the heartbeat behind them. And again, this live training and trading starts in 30 seconds. So I'm going to post the link one more time. And guys, if you're still working to get through the order page, don't worry. Yes, you want to get in there. Yes, you want to get to the training. Lance says that he's going to be on today for about an hour to an hour and a half. So don't feel like if you didn't join 15 seconds ago, you're going to miss out. The time to join is still now. You still have time to get in to trade the open with Lance. How many U of A orders, 100,000 more, do you normally see? Robert is asking. I'm not going to say word for word with Lance, but let me go ahead. Actually, I don't want to pull up this because it's live. Let me go tell you what yesterday was. Yesterday, there was a lot yesterday, probably 40 to 50 orders yesterday that were tradable orders that came in. JC, I'm not sure what you're talking about with the old one on your computer. Again, if you guys have already purchased the scanner, go to the members portal, get the link to log in and start trading live with Lance this morning. If you guys haven't unlocked it yet, just click the link in the chat to go ahead and get started. And guys, again, just to remind you, this is a 1-year membership. There's also a 2-year option on the order form where you can even have a better savings overall. So this is a sweet deal. Like Lance said, we're about 45 to 60 days out from launching the official non-beta version, and it's going to be running for a lot more. So if you guys like what Lance does, if you want to trade how Lance trades, now's the time to get in on this deal. I'm going to post a link in the chat one more time. Lance just opened up the other room for the live training. So if you guys are a member, if you guys are signing up right now, what you'll see after the checkout page, let me open this up. So here's the checkout page. Drop the link in the chat. As you can see, it's 1 year plus 2 months free for $9.97. 2 years plus 2 months free for just extra $500. It's pretty much a no-brainer if you ask me. But once you join today and put all your information and click the button on the next page, you'll have an option to get lifetime to the scanner. I don't even know if we're going to offer lifetime in the future because it does cost us monthly to maintain it. So it doesn't really make sense to sell it for a one-time flat fee. But for the beta members, you'll get that option after signing up today. And then either whether you say yes or no to that, the next page will have the Zoom link right there on the thank you page that you can click and get right into the room with Lance. So there's going to be no lag or delay. You won't have to wait for your login email for the members portal. You're going to have that link right there to jump right in to the room. Again, go to wealthpress.com/LIS or call 877-212-2646 to trade with Lance. Trade the open with Lance this morning. It's going to be fun.